in the hell does that mean? How's that even possible? What do you mean it's not mine? Or he's not? How do you even know he's a he? Mark's words came in a flurry of hard consonants. At this point, he had leaned so far forward that I could almost feel his breath on my face. Mark, I know because I went to the doctor. I said the words slowly, trying to regain control of the spiraling situation. Timing forced me to make a decision, so I did. I found a donor and I moved forward with having a baby. Confusion clouded Mark's face. I continued. Only one embryo cleared all the testing. A boy. Trying to explain something so complicated, thinking about those weeks of waiting and uncertainty and constant fear of loss, the pang of tears began to threaten my eyes. Still, I forced myself to finish. And after Granny Tab died, I knew I didn't want to waste another day before meeting my child. Son, daughter, it didn't matter. All I wanted... Mark, all I want is a healthy baby. And if I didn't try, maybe I'd lose the chance to ever know. Those words pleading for health were my truth, much as they were my daily prayer. It was out of my control now, all of it. The tears that welled blurred the view of Mark in front of me, mercifully hiding his reaction. You had a baby with a stranger? Even though Mark's voice sounded more like a hiss, I was glad that he managed to whisper. Tabby, I thought you were just freezing your eggs. A donor? Mark spat the words out and looked away. His hands closed in tight balls on the table. After a few seconds in suspended animation, he finally looked back across at me, his voice now almost an octave higher than his usual, slightly raspy baritone. Why are you even telling me this? This was the exact question I'd been starting to ask myself. It had all made sense before the conversation started. As Mark finished speaking, he made a gesture to the server to come over. He probably wanted the check immediately so he could run for cover like he always did. It'd be fitting, since the last time he ran away from me when we were dating was basically what forced this decision in the first place. But what I wasn't going to do was to allow him to make me feel bad about it. I sat forward, grounding both of my feet on the floor beneath me. Yes, Mark. I had a baby with a donor. And thank God I did. You knew that I didn't have much time or many options. Maybe you thought I was joking, but my egg reserves were low. Way low. The doctor said if I could, it'd be better to make embryos to even have a shot. I got pregnant, but many women in my situation don't wind up as lucky. Even now, I still have to clear another round of screenings and tests, just to make sure that everything is progressing well. Timing forced a decision, and I didn't have a second to waste or wait. Not on you and not on anybody else. Wow, Tabby. This is some heavy shit. Mark finally leaned back in his seat with a sigh, slouched and deflated. He signaled one more to the approaching server, who acknowledged with a nod. Sorry, did you want something else? He gestured toward my half-full water glass. No, I'm fine, I said. Regret was fading my patience. Look, Mark, this is not heavy, and it's not your problem. There's no problem here at all, only a blessing. I'm only telling you because, you know, we had... Oh, damn, Tabby. We were freaking while you were getting pregnant? Are you serious? At this, his body shot upward, and all of a sudden Mark was sitting stick straight again. Why didn't you tell me? Were we even supposed to be doing that? Mark was practically yelling at this point. I had no idea why he cared so much. I tried to stay as calm as possible and turn my voice into a lullaby. Technically, no, Mark, we weren't. But with everything going on, I just needed something familiar. And we have history. I had a lot of decisions to make, and it was nice to be able to count on you for that. Comfort. My cheeks reddened. After the years of mine that Mark wasted, I finally had an emission of my own. The expression on Mark's face was hard to read. His eyes were wide in contrast to the narrow slits that they had become earlier, and his mouth was still slightly ajar. Even though he didn't seem to be making an effort to say anything, I was willing to answer other questions.